Am a Detective is a point-and-click visual novel detective puzzle game for ages 13+, in which you point, click, and solve puzzles via pointing and clicking. The majority of the game is spent exploring the new crazy colorful world inhabited by bugs for some reason, solving mysteries as you go along. You may be faced with mysteries as small as, what is this plant? To mysteries as big as, murder. But the biggest mystery of the whole game is, who do you even play as? At first you might be thinking it's this guy, our detective here. But where did he even come from? How did he get here? Is he even a he? Why is his hair blue? Who knows? It's a mystery. Ask him, maybe? And I think it looks cool. But as you continue to play the game, solve the mysteries, and make decisions, a new twist is revealed. One that I'd hope a player would figure out slowly as the game progressed. But I'll tell you now, because I like you. The twist is that you don't actually play as the detective. You and him are completely separate individuals. He will actually have things that he wants to do or say that are completely separate from what you may want to do or say. But this is not going to stop you from forcing him to do pretty much whatever you want. As being forced to be a prisoner in your own body is quite upsetting, a main mechanic of the game is anxiety. A number representing this will go up and down depending on what you do and how it relates to what he wants to do. This metric is usually invisible in gameplay until it reaches a threshold. Then the detective's character sprite will change, even ever so slightly. There are consequences to letting anxiety get too high. As his anxiety gets higher, you will have less control over him. Early on, he'll figure out that something is up, and later, that you are the something, leading him to attempt to communicate with you. He will leave progressively more direct messages in the thought box, and will even move on to the dialogue options if you haven't used his recently. Of course, choosing to say these dialogue options will affect your reputation with whoever you are talking to at the time. With all of this, gameplay and puzzles will often involve you attempting to balance your relationships with the NPCs and the detective. There may be times in which choosing one relationship over another may be part of the puzzle, and times where doing what the detective wants will lead you down a more difficult path. It is ultimately up to you to decide how you play, though, and the decisions you make will lead you to reach a specific ending. At the moment, this game doesn't actually exist, and there is little chance that it ever will. Me and maybe my brother would be the only people working on it at all. But we are both very distractible and have lots of other projects that we are already procrastinating on. Some features that I thought of but didn't have time to display properly and couldn't find anywhere to fit in the script would include time, as in specific characters would come out and do specific things at specific times of the day, and finding things like benches and beds would allow you to skip to future times of the day. Combining objects. Taking two objects and gluing them together to make a new super cool object to solve puzzles is a mechanic in other point-and-click adventure games, so I wanted it. And maps. As exploring is a main mechanic in this game, maps would be very useful. You would be able to draw sketchy makeshift maps in your notebook, or more accurately push a button and the character will do it for you, as well as find actual physical maps in things such as boxes around the area as you explore. All in all, I Am a Detective is a wide-open, exciting game for people who like slower, puzzle-based, thought-provoking games that deconstruct fundamental video game ideas. Roam around this mostly open world, stumbling upon and solving smaller mysteries as you look for clues to solve the bigger ones in I Am a Detective.